everyone. Welcome to the 700 Club. Israeli embassies worldwide are on heightened security after the murders of 2 embassy workers in Washington, D.C. Authorities are investigating the attack as a hate crime and an act of terrorism.
Well, we're also learning more about the victims as family and friends mourn their loss. CBN's Kelly Wright reports.
The killing of a young Jewish couple, staffers at the Israeli embassy in Washington, has shocked the world. The suspect is charged with the murder of foreign officials. Court documents reveal the shooting was captured on surveillance video outside the museum. It reportedly shows Elias Rodriguez firing at the victims several times. After they fell to the ground, he then walked into the museum where he turned himself into police, telling them he did it for Palestine and Gaza. U.S. Attorney for D.C., Janine Pirro, told reporters Rodriguez also faces charges of hate crimes and terrorism.
Violence against anyone based on their religion is an act of cowardice. It is not an act of a hero. It is the kind of case that we will vigorously pursue. Anti-Semitism will not be tolerated, especially in the nation's capital.
The victims were planning to be engaged in Jerusalem next week. Both were dedicated to working towards building peace for Christians, Jews, and Muslims in the Middle East. Yaron made Aliyah to Israel at age 16 and served in the military. Born to a Jewish father and Christian mother, he was a member of Jerusalem's Messianic Christian community. Vanessa Mistretta, a member of his congregation in Jerusalem, spoke with CBN News.
He had a strong friend group. They were all just super close and loved God and loved Yeshua and just were passionate about really making an impact.
He talked about his love for his family and Sarah.
He always had a smile on his face and just was a peaceful guy that loved people well. And we all know that he loved Sarah. And, you know, I know that his family was looking forward to having him back here next week and to visit and to propose. And it's just really devastating.
Sarah Milgram was from Overland Park, Kansas, and involved with the local Jewish community. She graduated from the University of Kansas. At a vigil in her honor, a friend and former college roommate shared how Sarah advocated for reaching across political and religious divides, for brokering peace. The fact that the tragic murder of the 2 Israeli embassy employees happened in the United States heightens the concern over the rising cases of Jewish hate, especially on college campuses. The Times of Israel reports a surge of 340% in acts of global anti-Semitism.
2 young souls murdered, Yaron and Sarah. We are brokenhearted for them and for their families. We are brokenhearted for all Jews in America who don't feel safe in this moment.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has ordered the increase of security at embassies worldwide. And here in D.C., police have heightened their presence around local faith institutions. At the White House, Kelly Wright, CBN News.
This story brings so much sadness and anger, doesn't it? A 30-year-old, according to reporting, packs a 9mm in his luggage, checks it onto the plane, flies to D.C. The next day, buys a ticket to a museum, then paces around outside and shoots and murders 2 innocent people who were devoting their life, reporting says, to helping bridge political and religious division. And when one of them tried to crawl away, he ended it. To deny anti-Semitism is on the rise in this nation is certainly laughable. In other news, a divided ruling by the Supreme Court ends the chances for a taxpayer-funded Catholic charter school in Oklahoma. John Jessup has more on that story from Washington, D.C. John.
That's right, Andrew. And with Justice Amy Coney Barrett recusing herself from the case, the court ruled 4-4 in a rare split decision. It let stand a lower court's ruling against giving public funds to St. Isidore Seville Catholic Virtual School. The issue could come back to the Supreme Court in the future. Well, turning now to the ongoing cleanup and tornado recovery in Kentucky. Residents in the town of London are still picking through the remains of their homes. CBN's Operation Blessing is there to help, bringing in heavy equipment to remove debris and a mobile kitchen to cook and deliver meals. Local volunteers are grateful for the practical and spiritual support flowing to their community.
amazing because I didn't even know like Operation Blessing was a thing, and then today you can just see that the Lord is on people, like when they smile and they're giving. I mean, everybody does it with such a free spirit and a good heart, so it's beautiful.
Being the hands and feet of Jesus there in London, Kentucky. Andrew?
Operation Blessing will be spending their Memorial Day weekend loving people, helping them put their lives back together just an hour and a step at a time. I've had the opportunity over the years to be in the field reporting on what Operation Blessing does. And when Operation Blessing shows up to a resident's home or what's left of it, people are broken and they're traumatized. And we can't provide complete healing in one afternoon, but by the time Operation Blessing leaves, they're often smiling and embracing and feeling loved and cared for and seen. And that's our goal with Operation Blessing. If you'd like to support Operation Blessing, when you join the 700 Club, a portion of your gift will support the work of Operation Blessing as we respond to tornadoes and hurricanes and so many disasters around the world. So if you join the 700 Club, you help support what Operation Blessing does in the field. You can call 1-800-700-7000.